Hello. I'm watching, I've been watching the third season, episode 10 of Red Table Talk with Jada, Willow, and I think Gammy's name is Andrea. And today they're talking about Black America in Crisis, and guest co hosts are Tamia, I think, and Dr. Angela Davis. And Jada asked a question about whether she, like, asking if we can um, see white people dismantling white supremacy, because I think Tamia was talking about it. I'm so sorry if I'm misspelling or mispronouncing her name. Tamia was saying earlier that they they have to basically dismantle what they built, what they created. And that got me thinking about the so I'm basically on myself right now. I am working on revealing myself to myself, parts of my psyche, traumas that have created belief systems that hold me back in different ways, clearing them, seeing them, and then clearing them in appreciation and gratitude of them. Diving into your psyche like that, mentally and emotionally, is very different from what specifically the white people have been practicing. In the 1700s, I think his name was Christian Wolff, um, changed the definition of psychology from the study of the soul to the study of the mind and behavior. And the channel of people's spirituality has been through of white people's spirituality has been through Christianity. And a lot of that, if we look at recent history, at least the history that been that I've observed, is very focused on fear. Fear the Lord. You are sinners, guilt, shame, low vibrational stuff. Even looking at the history of white people and their means of punishment, lynchings, beheadings, very aggressive and arrogant and nasty energies. And I'm not saying that this is everyone, right? I'm talking about things that I've observed through history that um, that stands out. That's very, like, I can't imagine living in a society where instead of going to a football match, you go to a stadium called the Colosseum and watch people kill each other. And that was the entertainment at some point, if the history books are right. For me, seeing what slavery is written and showed as from the perspective of the enslavement of African people, of Black people, of beings rich in melanin and spirit. I mean, yeah. It takes it almost demands a person who is desensitized to their own emotional well being to be able to treat other people like this. And so I feel like I wonder if I wonder about the journey internally that the the genetic and ancestral trauma from the other side of the events, the white trauma. And I know this might sound backwards and like, what are you going to focus on the white trauma? What white trauma? The white trauma of the hardness that is built from seeing people getting killed and making that entertainment, and the the de what's it called, desensitization. I hope you know what I mean. Like, just my mom said that she grew up in Ghana, right, and she came to Norway when she was a teenager, and she said when she first came to Norway and she was watching the news, she used to cry when she saw all the horrific stories and things that they were sharing on the news. And over the years, she says that she has been desensitized. There we go. And she doesn't have that same response that she used to have. Imagine that. Some white people, and I speak from experience, from my own family, my father is Norwegian. Some white people are so triggered by emotions in a way that is almost repelling of emotions. Like, and I wonder if there's a trauma that has been built internally that goes on genetically, because DNA carries traumas, it carries information, it carries not only information about how we look, but also how we think, how we feel. I believe that. I don't know, but I think so. It makes sense. And from, like, I've spoken with um, a friend who says that he didn't grow up with his father, and now in later years where he's gotten to know his father, he sees him and he sees how similar a lot of the things he does as his father does, but he hasn't seen his father do the things. It's like it's in his being. Today is the first day that I've finished watching the video with George Floyd. Um, and it's the last day of Gemini season, which is so interesting. I do believe we can change. Everything is in constant movement, everything is constantly changing. In which ways? It's up to us. We choose. We create. We are. I've very often seen Africa as the richest continent on the planet in natural resources and in spirit, in culture, in strength, in laughter, in relaxation, in not being controlled by the clock, time, which my last reading was about time, where there was time in there. I see the potential for a world where we work together, where we are individually celebrated, cherished, appreciated, and collectively united, strengthened, compassionate. I see a world where the technology that is developed on one side of the world is shared, whether it's online or whatever. Technology will have it's shared globally, and someone responds on the other side of the world with something that kind of matches, but it has a little bit of difference, and they get combined into this even bigger and better thing that benefits them individually and us collectively. I believe in a world where there's enough for everyone, naturally. And you might say that I'm a dreamer and a little bit cheesy. Mm. I would say that I am a believer. I am a creator, an imaginator, a magician, even. I see that we have room for growth. I see that we can do better. I can do better. I have faith in myself, in my ability to love and laugh and be compassionate and share, create, celebrate, inspire. I'm gonna finish this video with some deep breaths. Feel free to join me. Just take as deep breaths as you can and enjoy the air as it enters you. And in gratitude, let go and breathe out. Hmm.